Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's session. So let us start our session now. Okay, so we'll start. Sit in a comfortable position. And then also put your hands in a comfortable position. And then gently close your eyes. We're going to do some breathing exercises. So when you breathe in all the good and all the fresh air. And then when you breathe out, whatever tension or tightness, whatever feelings of stress or tiredness, whatever negative emotion, negative energy in the mind, we're gonna let it all go out together with the out breath. Okay, so let's try. Gently take a deep breath in. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. For the second time, take a deep breath in again. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. For the third time, take a deep breath in again. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. For the last time, take a deep breath in again. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. Relaxation of the body, if there is any more tension or tightness, any more feelings of using or exerting strength, the body, gently let it go and let body abide in a state of relaxation and inaction. Relaxation of the mind, gently be aware of the mind in every present moment. Then if there is any wanting, any cravings, any expectations in the mind, gently let it go and let the mind abide in non-wanting, non-craving, and non-expectations. Then let the mind abide in inaction. Inaction means for the mind not doing or thinking about anything. For the mind, there's no need to do or to think about anything in particular anymore. For this 20 minutes is a time for the mind to have a break from all that wanting and doing. Then let the mind be aware of whatever that manifests to the awareness regarding the body and the mind, moment to moment, moment to moment. Not following any stories or issues that arises in the mind, not rejecting any issues or stories that arises in the mind. Just simply being aware of whatever that manifests through the awareness, moment to moment, moment to moment. With this relaxed mind and body, today let us continue with our forgiveness reflection. So for a start, let us think of the mistakes and wrong things that we have done in this life. Anything that we have done, said, or even our thoughts that is unwholesome in nature and is a burden in the heart. Then we're gonna try to relate to ourselves and those mistakes with forgiveness and understanding. Understanding that we did what we did because of ignorance and defilements. Understanding that we did what we did because of wisdom, experience, knowledge, and mindfulness was not strong enough at those moments. Understanding that we did what we did, maybe because of the influence of our own karma, or because of the influence of others' karma. And because of this, that was why we made those mistakes and wrongs at those moments. Understanding this, let us have forgiveness, understanding, and empathy for ourselves. Forgiveness, understanding, and empathy to ourselves. Imagining in our mind, embracing ourselves with forgiveness, understanding, and empathy. Filling up ourselves and our hearts with forgiveness, understanding, and empathy towards ourselves. Then let us think of the relatives and friends who have done something morally wrong because of negative emotions, something that they may have harmed you, or something unpleasant that they may have spoken to you, or maybe to others, and that leave a distaste and displeasure in your heart. And we're gonna try to relate to those relatives and friends with forgiveness and understanding. Understanding that they did what they did because of ignorance and defilements. Understanding that they did what they did because their wisdom, experience, knowledge, and mindfulness was not strong enough at those moments. Understanding that they did what they did because of maybe the influence of our own karma, or because of the influence of their own karma. Understanding that if we had gone through everything that they have gone through, upbringing, education, life experiences, meet the same friends and enemies, and have the same character as been molded through samsara, then we may have done the same things at those moments too. With these understandings, let us have forgiveness, understanding, and empathy to those relatives and friends. Feeling forgiveness, understanding, and empathy to those relatives and friends. In our mind, embracing them with forgiveness, understanding, and empathy. Filling up ourselves and them with forgiveness, understanding, and empathy. Then let us think of our enemies or someone that leaves distaste or displeasure or heaviness in your heart. Whenever you think of them doing something unwholesome in a negative emotion, you're gonna try to relate to those enemies with forgiveness and understanding. Trying to understand that they did what they did because of ignorance and defilements. Understanding that they did what they did because their wisdom, experience, knowledge, or mindfulness was not strong enough. Understanding that they did what they did because of the influence of our own karma and the influence of their own karma. Also trying to understand that they did what they did also, also trying to understand that if we had done, if we had gone through the same process as them, if we had the same upbringing, the same education, met with the same sweet and bitter experiences of life, met with the same friends and enemies in life, having the same character that has been molded throughout the journey in samsara and this life. Then we may have done the same things at those moments. With all these understandings, let us have forgiveness, understanding, and empathy to those enemies. Feeling forgiveness, understanding, and empathy to those enemies. in our mind, imagining, embracing them and ourselves with forgiveness, understanding, and empathy. Filling up our hearts and them with forgiveness, understanding, and empathy. Finally, gently, sincerely, with a wholesome intention, let us with all beings in the world and ourselves, let all our hearts be filled with forgiveness, understanding, and empathy. And leave no traces of anger or violence in all our hearts. May the world be peaceful, and may there be no violence in the world. Okay, so gently take a deep breath in. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. Gently take a deep breath in again. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. Gently be aware of the feelings of your body. Gently be aware of the feelings of your buttocks touching the cushion. Then no matter whether the experience was good or no good, doesn't matter. Let the mind come back to the present moment. Then just like waking up from a deep sleep, gently open your eyes. Okay, so today is Friday, Q&A session. So same, any questions from the floor? Please raise your hand, and when your name is called, please open your mic and your video screen. Any questions from the floor? Okay, there's a question from the WhatsApp group. I will try to answer that question first. And if you guys have any other questions, you can either put in the chat or you can raise your hands and ask. Okay, so there's a question. So one of the participants asked, "Oh, Bande, when practicing forgiveness during this reflection, the feeling of recalling something that people have done wrong to us is not comfortable. I try to forget about the experience. So is there any good in recalling that memories that I've almost forgotten?" Well, it depends on the effect. It depends on the effect that that memory has on us. Okay, because yeah, of course we can try to forget about it, but if every time you remember, we feel uncomfortable, then uh, if let's say if in our last death moment, if we remember this, then it's not so good for us. So if you want to forget about it, it's okay. If you're not going to practice meditation, you're just going to just cultivate these qualities, doesn't affect anything. I mean, it's okay. But if just imagine if we can try to cultivate forgiveness, and it's kind of like a detox, it's kind of like a detox and freeing ourselves from those from the emotions that arises whenever we recall those experiences. Okay, so that in the future when we think about it again, we don't have to suffer from that negative feeling or that negative emotion again. And also through yogi's experience, when they can let go of that anger more, okay, when they can let go of that anger more and more, then actually their mind, their heart area and their body feels more relaxed. Okay, feels more relaxed, and sometimes they feel more easily to be happy also. All right, yeah. So in there's few ways to go about it, right? For this, so in the Buddha's suttas, so there's I think that's in the Vitakka Santana Sutta. This is in the collection of middle length discourses. Okay, Vitakka Santana Sutta. So over there also, the Buddha taught us when we want to practice meditation and when we want to overcome the wandering thoughts. So one of the method is ignoring it, right? But ignoring it, ignoring it. If the application, how do you apply ignoring it, ignoring your wandering thoughts? For some people, they suppress it. This wandering thought don't come. This wandering thought don't come. You know, and then actually this kind of a thinking, this thought itself is very subtle. You may not feel anything, but actually there is a chance that there is this is what we call very subtle anger. So the characteristics of anger is rejection, suppression, and trying to avoid it, right? So whenever our mind have a rejection or suppression, even this thought like, I don't want to have wandering thoughts, don't come, like that, right? Then there may be some suppression in the mind to suppress those feelings, to suppress those thoughts, right? But if we use suppression method, right? If we use suppression method, then actually, if you practice meditation, yeah, then actually there's some part in your heart where it will be stiff, it will be hard. Right? Sometimes some people suppress so much that they cannot feel love, they cannot feel gratitude, they cannot feel forgiveness, they cannot feel metta, they cannot feel loving kindness. Right? So this kind of suppression method is not what I would recommend. But if it is your only way now, well, so then we have to choose between the bad and the worst, right? So maybe the worst or the even worse. So maybe if we don't have any, if we cannot totally forgive, or if we cannot totally transcend it now, then maybe okay, maybe some suppression is you may need to do it, because if there's like very crazy thoughts coming up, and then the thoughts are beginning to invade and obsess your mind, and you feel like you're going crazy, then maybe some suppression you may need. But if not, if not, if not, then actually by understanding, by having this attitude and understanding that, oh, okay, these wandering thoughts, let thoughts be just thoughts, and thoughts are just conditions. The thoughts arises because of different conditions. Some you may know, some you may not know, and these thoughts will perish when conditions perish. So you do, when you do that, you are reducing the value of that thought, and then gradually your mind gradually knowing that, oh, this one no value one, it's just a thought. Now is the time to be peaceful. Then gradually you will let go. All right. So this is one, and then gradually as your mindfulness becomes stronger and stronger, then you are able to, just let the thoughts arise and perish. You want to come, go lah. And this is how we apply it. Okay, apply ignoring the wandering thoughts with no side effect. So if you suppress, then there will be some side effect. Okay. So if we try to forget about the experience, but it's also possible. Not that is wrong. But if when we try to forget, the way we forget is to suppress, and if there's suppression and all that, then sometimes it results in the hardness of the mind, or hardness of the heart area also, and then some serious one, they try to suppress one, very seriously one, then sometimes it even results in some physical sickness also. For example, some of them, they will feel that their digestion become problematic. Some of them, they have GERD. Stress can also cause GERD. GERD, you guys know. There's a acid reflux of the stomach. Okay. Yeah. Then actually a lot of suppression also results from what we see in many meditators' case. Suppression also will, if for a long time, will result in some kind of a body sickness in people also. So what should we do, right? If it is like this. So actually, Buddha also have another way. Another way is, if that memory is really very bad, then don't think about it first. Don't think about it first. No need to recollect about that very difficult memory. Then we continue to train. Continue to train our forgiveness. Continue to train our loving in the future. The next quality to develop: loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic, joy, equanimity, etc. Try to develop this until the Dharma becomes your Dharma power becomes stronger. And then after your Dharma becomes stronger, then when you look back and you look back into that past difficult memory, and because of the power of your Dharma, at that time, if you apply this wise attention, whether it's forgiveness or loving kindness, compassion, and equanimity, then you're able to let go by that. And whenever you have this wise attention towards that memory. Okay. But is it necessary? Is it necessary to do that? Well, if it is beneficial for your meditation, then do lah. And if it is beneficial for your health, then do lah. Okay. So, so if for the time being, if those memories are too powerful and your Dharma power is not strong enough yet, no need to recollect about that. Those difficult level one, it's like playing game lah. If you want to challenge the boss, make sure you have enough level first. Make sure your level is good enough first. If your level not good enough, then you go to the boss, then then you get killed by the boss. Like that. So it's the same for every quality. For those subjects or memories or experiences that are difficult, then we usually don't try to do that yet. We continue to cultivate. And actually, if this kind of thing happens, that means our forgiveness power or in the future, your loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, equanimity power is not strong enough. That's why we still feel that negative feeling. If we have enough of this, if our Dharma power is strong, then naturally when these memories arises, then actually we can be free from these negative emotions that arises with those memories. Okay, so it's like that. Hopefully I've answered the question. Okay, so yeah, any other questions from your floor? No, no, then we can share merits. So let us share merits. Okay, so repeat after me. Etavata chamehi sampadang punya sampadang sabe dewa sabe bhuta sabe satta anumodantu sabba sampadisiddhya. I share my merits with all devas, all beings, all creatures. May they rejoice in our merits. May they be happy. Idame nyati nam hotu. Sukita hontu nyatayo. I share my merits with all departed relatives. May they rejoice in our merits. May they be happy. Idame punyam asawakaya vahang hotu. Idame punyam nimbanasa pachiyo hotu. By the power of this merit, may it be supportive condition for my purification of the mind to no more defilements. By the power of this merit, may it be supportive condition for my attainment of Nibbana. Mama punya bhagang sabba satanang bhajemi te sabbe me samang punya bhagang labantu. I share my merits with all beings. May they rejoice in the merits. May they be happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, so that's all for today. And finally, I wish to extend a gratitude and appreciation and thanks to those who have filled up the survey. Thanks to all who have done the survey. We appreciate your feedback, and yeah, we'll try to do as much as we can to for the benefit of everyone. Okay, so sadhu, 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 and see you guys in the next section. Okay, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.